rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Abdulaziz Sheikh Hussein, and today I will present my part at our final presentation. It's titled with the timeline of authentication and supervised by Dr. Qadi. My group members are Abdullah and Faris Bursays and Ammar Mullah and Abdullah Shaibi. First of all, I will introduce what is the authentication. The authentication is a process of verifying an individual identity before giving an access. And it's important. The importance of the authentication that it's ensuring data privacy and integrity and trust in an interconnected digital world. We go now to the historical overview to the early method of authentication. At the 1960s, authentication began with the basic manual tools and processes. It's just locks and keys, and the signatures. The lock and keys used to secure a physical space and position like houses or treasures or something like that. And the signatures, it's an early from legal identity verification dating back to the early civilizations. These methods, the lock and keys and signatures, served their purpose for centuries, but lacked of scalability and technological difficulty. Now we keep on the password systems. The invention of computer systems brought about password-based authentication. At the 1961, the Compatible Time-Sharing Systems (CTSS) at the MIT introduced the first computer password. And after we go to the 1970s, the password became a standard for a network authentication in ARPANET, the ancestor of the Internet. However, as their use grew, exposure like weak passwords and dictionary attacks highlighted the need for stronger methods. And after that, we go to the two-factor authentication. What is the two-factor authentication? The two-factor authentication combines something you know that it's the password and something you have, it's a hardware token. At the 1980s, introduced a second layer of security to address password limitations. At the 1984, introduction of the Secure ID, one of the first hardware tokens. This approach significantly reduced the risk of unauthorized access and paved the way for multi-factor systems. And thank you, Doctor, for listening.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Faris Abdulaziz. Today I will complete what Abdulaziz said. Historical overview biometric system. In 1990 saw major leap with biometric authentication. First, in 1993, first chemical fingerprint recognition system introduced. In 1999, iris recognition system developed, offering higher accuracy and secure biometric system. Rely unique physical traits, make them difficult to replicate it, and highly reliable. Modern multi-factor authentication. By the 2000s, multi-factor authentication became widely recognized standard. In 2001, the term multi-factor authentication gained popularized, combining biometric, password, and hardware token. In 2004, Google introduced two-step verification, popularizing multi-factor for everyday online account. This invention marked turning point in balancing security and user confidence. Current trend: multi-factor authentication. 2010 solidified multi-factor authentication as critical tools in cybersecurity, adopted by companies like Microsoft and Google to count phishing and credential theft. SMS-based code and mobile authentication apps become common implementation. Challenges such as SIM swapping attack have driven efforts to enhance multi-factor authentication method further. Thank you, Doctor. for listening.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Abdullah Omar, and I will talk about the current trends passwordless authentication. In the 2020s marked a shift toward eliminating passwords altogether. Technologies and adoption. Technologies FIDO2 and WebAuthn enable secure login using biometrics or hardware keys. Adoption organizations worldwide are embracing these methods for better security and ease of use. For example, facial recognition and fingerprint authentication have replaced passwords in many enterprise systems. Artificial intelligence in authentication. AI has transformed authentication systems, making them smarter and more secure. Behavioral analysis and enhanced biometrics. Behavioral analysis AI detects unusual login patterns such as irregular times or devices. Enhanced biometrics machine learning reduces errors in facial and fingerprint recognition systems. Future of authentication, quantum resistant protocols. Quantum computing presents a unique challenge to traditional cryptographic methods. Threat The threat is current encryption algorithms may become vulnerable to quantum attacks. A solution research into quantum resistant cryptographic algorithms is critical to protect future authentication systems.
Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Qadi. My name is Abdullah Shaibi, and today we will talk about the future of authentication and decentralized identity systems. The definition of decentralization is that the users who control their data and reducing the reliance on central authorities. And the benefits for decentralization is to enhance privacy and reduce the risk of mass data breaches and greater transparency. For example, decentralized identifiers allows the individuals to authenticate without sharing sensitive data. And we have some predictions for authentication by 2025. The first one is that passwordless authentication will dominate across industries, and biometric systems will become more advanced and widespread, as we see in every mobile phone that we have today that have a face ID recognition. And also, we think that AI will make authentication more adaptive, reducing friction for end users. These advancements will shape a more secure and user friendly digital landscape. As we see today, AI is making our life better, easier, by doing everything faster than us and helping us in everything. So we will think that will be a great impact for AI for authentication. And of course, we need to think about the public perception. Surveys, polls, and people sentiment analyses and provide for us a valuable insights into the diverse and often announced perspective individuals that they have regarding of the use of authentication technologies such as biometric and password. Understanding public attitude is essential in shaping policies and regulation to ensure that the development and implementation of the authentication method aligns with the societal values, prioritizing privacy and address concerns about security and fairness.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, Dr. Qadi. My name is Ammar al Mullah. Today, inshallah, I complete what my friend said. First, challenges in authentication. Today, inshallah, we have three challenges. First challenge is user behavior. Weak password and weakness to phishing are still major issues. Second challenge is the cost. Advanced systems like biometrics and blockchain can be expensive. Third challenge is privacy concerns. Storing and managing sensitive data, such as biometrics, requires strict safeguards. Okay. Second, recommendation. Organizations should adopt multi-factor authentication as a baseline security measure. Educate user on best practice, such as avoiding phishing scams and using strong authentication methods. Invest in emerging technologies like quantum, restant algorithm, and decentralized identity systems. Okay. Case study. Microsoft's passwordless feature. First feature, Windows Hello, facial recognition for seamless login. And second feature is FIDO2 security, or fast identity online to security keys, is hardware-based authentication. Benefits include reduced relying on weak password, enhanced security, and user convenience. Okay. In conclusion, authentication has evolved significantly, adapting to new challenges and technologies. First is from key to AI. The journey highlights continued innovation to ensure security. Feature focus. Quantum resistant protocols and blockchain are set to redefine authentication. As the world becomes more interconnected, robust authentication will remain critical in safeguarding digital systems. Thank you for listening, Dr. Qadi.